All of them got a microphone. 40 boys on stage. All of them got a microphone. You seen Wu-Tang? Just hollering, making no sense. I remember back in the day when everybody just had one mic.
There you go. There you go.
One mic. The whole group just got round one mic. Just hit it like that. Shoo-doo.
Right, go. Then it's Albert from the Temptations.
Yeah. Shoo-doo. I'm Eddie Levert from the OJ.
Yeah, man.
Shoo-doo.
Smokey Robinson from the America.
Shoo-doo.
Timberlake, in sync.
Sit down,
Oh,
man.
man, nobody listening to no In Sync.
The original Kings of Comedy in theaters today.
And certainly one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. Please give a warm welcome to our friends Spike Lee and Bernie Mac, the TRL. Now, the good thing is, if you can see, stay on that shot right there. Go back to the other shot. Bernie's had a little dental work done, and the Novocaine hasn't quite worn off. Nice of him to still come and do the show. We appreciate that.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You gotta stay away from those sweets.
What's that? Stay away from the
I eat a lot of sweets.
A lot of sweets? Oh, that's good. There's a lot of young people. Oh, look at that. It's great to have you guys here. Spike,
Good
let's
to
start
be
with
here.
you. For the maybe the younger generation who don't know exactly about the Kings of Comedy tour, explain what the tour was before we talk about the film.
Bernie right here is 1/4 of the Kings of Comedy. It's the all-time grossing comedy tour ever, and this film documented that great tour. Also, Dale Hughley, Cedric Entertainer, and Steve Harvey. And the film opens today.
And so you know, we see it in music with tours going out, multiple groups, not a common thing to have 4 of the funniest guys all go out once and tour together.
Right, but you know, also to sell out 20,000 seat venues, that's something else too.
Right. What's weird about this is that you guys made $39 million, which is an incredible amount of money, as you said, selling out all these seats. But there was a sense that this tour with the 4 funniest guys was a bit underground. We didn't see it on every press when you guys played in New York. There wasn't a review. Is the idea with the movie maybe for it to really kind of peek through?
That's what makes it so great. It made more than 39. You know, when you make have a tour of that magnitude, you know somebody's stealing. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I'm just being honest with you know, they say 39, but really about 48. You know, but
where'd the other money go to?
You know where it went to. You know,
who we blaming? The director?
No, what? No,
I wasn't part of the tour then.
No, but what happens is, being underground is one way to put it, but being a surprise is another terminology you can use too. I think it works in your behalf. Sometimes it's very well when you go unnoticed.
Right.
Because the pressure is not on you or as great. So I think by putting it on film and documenting it, I think what that does is open the eyes to a lot of people who may not have known about these 4 individuals, and it opens the door for not just us, but other people behind us.
Right.
And that's the whole key of why you do things like this. And me, myself, you can't go and have this unsaid unless you give tribute to Moms Mabley, Richard Pryor, Red Fox, who went unnoticed. Dick Gregory, who went unnoticed for years.
Right.
You know, and all that does is it gave us the opportunity to put all that history that was put on the back burner, bring it back to the front, and now give these young people a chance to say, hey, look, these guys did it. You might have all female tour or whatever.
Sort of paving the way, if you will.
Yes, it is.
And we want to talk about how it went from tour to film. We'll do that after we get to number 6. This is Christina Aguilera's latest effort called Come On Over Baby on Friday's TRL. Bernie Mac and Spike Lee. Christina Aguilera, Come On Over Baby at 6 with Bernie Mac and Spike Lee. The original Kings of Comedy is the film out today. And we mentioned it's a film, yet it's taken from 2 nights, if I'm not mistaken, Spike. 2 consecutive nights in Charlotte, North Carolina, amidst the tour, and transposed into film for what you guys can see in theaters today. Take us through that process, very natural process of just documenting what was actually going on.
Well, number one, I understood that Bernie and 3 other guys are the star of the show. So my job is to make them look as good as possible.
And you did that.
And there was not a thing. My job was to leave my imprint, but it would be invisible, so you couldn't see it. So that's what I had to do. Another thing we wanted people to see the film to feel as if they were there live when we shot it.
Right.
We spent a lot of time with the sound design of the film. We designated cameras to the audience. We made a rule that if somebody made a joke, when we cut to somebody in the audience, it cannot be from another scene. It had to be reacting to that same exact
It was
joke.
very pure. If you were there that night, it
No
seemed
cheats.
familiar. When
Yeah,
you
no
watched the film.
cheats. No cheats.
We're gonna watch Bernie in action right now. Let's watch this scene from the original Kings of Comedy out today here on TRL.
You got to look, Bob.
Yeah, you can see more of that today, the original Kings of Comedy. Before we get to this next video and let you guys go, we should talk about it because the movie is rated R. But as we were mentioning earlier,
Right.
that you know, that shouldn't necessarily discourage people from wanting to see this material.
No, I mean, the material is not graphic. I mean, you look at Jaws, you know, and
Or we
but-
were talking about the old Richard Pryor
No,
records.
but
that
see,
we listened
what
to.
happens is we don't give the young people enough credit. We act like they can't decipher or differentiate fiction from nonfiction. These are jokes. These are we're comedians, and I grew up being told don't listen to Red Fox, not to listen to Richard Pryor and other Buddy Hackett.
The records.
You know, the records
Right.
itself. But I tell you what, when I snuck and took them downstairs and dusted them back off, they were the best laughs that I've ever had in my life, and they inspired me today. And I knew the difference between what was this and what was that. So I mean, sometimes we dictate and we tell them what they can and cannot see, knowing they're going to see what they want to see anyway, and they turn out to be fine individuals. You've done some things. I've done some things.
Yeah.
Spike, I know
We don't
you've
wanna
done
get
some
into all
things. And, you know, but I just think
Spike.
sometimes that we put restrictions on a lot of things I mean, they're going to see video. They're going to see the video and
Yeah.
things of that nature. I don't think they should be discouraged from seeing
And the
it.
ultimate point of it is that it's funny. And
It
they're
is
jokes.
funny. It is
and now
funny.
more than ever, we need to realize that. We're getting into Eminem video right now, and that whole video had a big controversy. Everybody just realized we're just having some fun. It's just
jokes.
a video. It's
Too
just
serious.
comedy. And you guys should go see it. It's out today. The original Kings of Comedy.
We'll see it
Thank
today.
you guys for stopping by. Director Spike Lee, always a pleasure. Bernie Mac. And let's watch Eminem at 5. This is The Way I Am on TRL for Friday. Thanks to the guys for stopping by.